Hello, I'm Chris Schneider, and welcome to the Thinking Green News Minute. My guest today is Roald Gunderson, green architect specializing in whole tree architecture. Roald, what is whole tree architecture?
Well, whole tree architecture is just as it sounds. It's using the full tree in an architectural way to build buildings that can be stronger and better for the environment, better for the forest.
So, how does this show our viewer what you're talking about with whole tree?
Well, you can see the tree has really solved one of the great problems in architecture, and that's making a joint. And that joint can provide a lot of stability to a building, both laterally against winds and earthquakes, and also axially against gravity loads.
Roald, if the viewer is using whole wood architecture, what is the energy savings?
Well, it's something that you can get locally, and you don't have to ship it from a distance. And you don't have to use a lot of energy in making the material, such as with concrete or steel, which uses a tremendous amount of energy in its manufacturing. So it's a local product, and it's locally very abundant and easy to use.
Local labor as well.
Local labor as well.
And then, in terms of environmental sensitivity, how is whole wood better than other techniques?
Well, you can use trees that aren't typically milled because they don't get big enough. They might be invasive species. They might be wind bent or diseased. And we can weed the forest of those trees and leave a healthier stand at the end of the day.
What can the viewers do tomorrow for as little money as possible if they're doing a project at their home?
Well, Chris, if you were wanting to build a deck, you could use some of the local black locust that we have that's very rot resistant and non-toxic. You could also build perhaps a bunk bed for your kids, or perhaps you might want to put an addition on, a sunroom or an addition onto your house. Any of those applications, you can use whole trees to create the structure for those.
If a viewer wanted to surf the web, what websites would you recommend?
The USDA Forest Products Lab is a good one, and also RoaldGunderson.com.
What other issues should viewers know about whole wood?
I think that it's a very accessible material. Most people can use it to build with. It's very easy to build with, and that it's something that is readily available to people. So with a chainsaw and a pickup truck and a hatchet, you can have at it.
What is the difference between log homes and whole tree architecture?
Well, they're similar, Chris, but whole tree, as it sounds, uses the full branching and curved aspects of trees, which are really their tried and tested strength. We don't typically stack a wall full of logs. If you really want to see what that difference makes in a building, please visit my website, and you can see more details about it.
Thank you, Roald Gunderson, Green Architect. I'm Chris Schneider with the Thinking Green News Minute.